ourselves to order, and we'll ask everyone to stand, and, Mrs. Sanders, if you want to supplement the word of prayer, then we'll have a pledge of allegiance.
Lord, we thank thee one more day that you spared our lives. Thank you that we can assemble as we were assembled tonight. Be with the service today, or whatever they do, Lord, you know what's needed for the town, and we ask that you would have your say as well as these people. Bless your name in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilwoman Fletcher.
Here.
Councilwoman Vickers. Here. Councilman Sider.
Present.
Councilman Dowdy.
Present.
Councilman Woody. Mayor Fletcher.
Here.
Quarter Sider is here. Attorney Keener is
Here.
here. We have a quorum.
All right. Next order of business is the approval of minutes from June 18th, 2024. Give everybody a few minutes here. Anybody have any
Yeah,
corrections?
first page, the meeting, update from rec meeting. I have it listed as 2021, so should be 6/13, I don't know where I got 21.
Anything else? All right, someone wanna make a motion to approve the minutes with the one correction?
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. So Nicole motion, second by Melanie. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign, so ordered. Alrighty, receiving the June 24 financial statements for the end of the year. John?
If you look, you'll see income for the month of June was $35,656.40, with expenditures of $46,256.01. Left town for the month a shortage of $10,599.61. Looking through receipts and through expenses, really there's nothing out of the ordinary other than the normal charges we pay to run the town. So few B&O taxes came in, but in general, most of the B&O and most of the ad valerum's paid by this time, so your last month of the year, the income's always lower than normal, so.
All right, anybody have any questions? Looks good for the end of the year, don't it?
It does. A lot better.
Works out pretty good. Anybody have any questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion that approve the financial statements as presented.
So moved.
Okay, Jacob, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mark. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign, so ordered. The old business there, I would, cancel, I'll bring it up here later. The new business, don't know of anything, right now that you need to bring up, unless you wanna mention something about the flowers or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up under items from council, but I can. So, some people here, I think most of the council probably knows, Wayne Holstein, the old police officer from Belle, passed away yesterday. So, he was living in Lincoln County, close to his kids. And I was just gonna bring up, I think, we probably ought to send flowers. Lynn and Kelly both mentioned it to me today, about sending them flowers or something. So, it's not really an item that we need approval for, but I still wanted to bring it up to council. I just think it's the right thing to do, so.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, like if
We
you-
did, send flowers too for, Stuart's dad that takes care of the, our, billing and all that, all the software there from Appalachian, software, so.
Oh, did he pass?
Yeah, the dad did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
who was here at council
that. Yeah.
before. so.
Yeah, almost a
Yeah.
month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. a month
Right
ago.
after the last
I
month's
just-
meeting.
I just had Lynn them go in and order flyers and send them on behalf of us, so we did that too, so, all right. Approval of invoices, anything?
No, but I did want to bring up, in May's meeting, council approved to pay $2,267.51 to Osborne Associates for new signs.
Uh-huh,
That was ordered, and the invoice came in at $1,991.17. It was about $300 under the original. So nothing to approve, I just wanted to bring it up that was paid, and it was a little under the original cost, so,
That's always good.
yeah.
okey-doke, personnel issues, the new school program, that was the, program I brought up there before. And, they are putting together, some kids to bring in now. And, so we should probably see them here within the next couple of weeks. And they're gonna do our painting on our sidewalks, crosswalks, anything like that that needs to be done. The next thing there is Zach Pullen, who lives down here on Fifth Street, has actually put an application in. I did have, and it's for summer work only, and cut grass and trash pickup and all that. He will take the $12.50 an hour, which is what our part-time pay is. But Adam had talked to him, said, hey, I think he'll be fine for the summer, and we'll see how it goes from there. So we'll need a motion second to hire him for the summer program, Zach Pullen. Somebody want to put that in form of a motion?
I'll make a motion to hire Zach Pullen.
And so we got a motion by Mark, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, second by John, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign, so ordered.
I talked to Adam today, he said if we can have him start Monday, that would be perfect.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he's ready.
Yeah,
I
okay.
talked to him today, so
What did you say, 1250?
12:50. Yeah, and, might have been too, Bailey, White that we hired, has actually picked up a program through Carver for the HVAC system.
Here, Ben Franklin.
Oh, Ben Franklin, okay.
He was trying to get a Carver, and he wasn't accepted.
Okay, so he is going to leave, so, he'll be out, so Zach will come in pretty much, take that position, so we'll go from there.
Bailey stated that, the program he originally was trying to get into was at Carver, which would allow him to continue to work here and be at Carver in the evenings. However, he wasn't accepted there, he was accepted at Ben Franklin, and they started like 4 o'clock, and it'd been hard for him to actually work and then get there on time, so.
Okay, so, at least everybody knows that, so. Next thing is the, police department report. You got that in your packet?
Are we just actually not getting as many arrests? Or, I noticed the arrests have dropped off considerably.
We aren't, we're getting some, but not as many as we were.
Okay.
And,
I've noticed a lot more people around the area that don't really belong here, that are here, you know, and I just wondered how we would deal with that.
you get some in, then they'll leave a little while, you get a new group. Any questions, anything? If not, we'll move on. Items from the mayor, and, I did get a drawing from Adam, and, he did get down and look at the program, playground area and the parking lot there, and the trailer lot, and, we're thinking we can put about a half or maybe a smaller basketball court on that lot. And then the parking lot of the playground area, which would mean that we would need to go ahead and fix up some parking area up there in that top lot on Riverview Drive, which was always planned to do anyway. That we could build this pickleball court and everything there, so if council has no objections or anything, I'll move forward to start working on the bids for asphalt and everything else, getting the everything taken care of there. We will have to relocate that gate somewhat that's in there to the playground, make that work. And then sooner or later around this basketball court, we would need to install a fence and everything, so I'll get some of those costs together and bring that back before we actually take off and do the whole thing, but, unless anybody has any objections or anything like that.
Do we know when the kayak and stuff, the launch is on?
Still waiting on Occidental Chemical, can't do anything until they do it. They did come in and cut trees and everything over on their property on the, creek bank, and, so that they didn't have any problem or anything there, but, we're still, waiting on, everything to be finalized by them, so I wish it was yesterday, she said it was.
Surveillance, do we still have a camera down at the?
We do.
We do?
That's part of it,
Okay.
yeah.
And will there be hours on the pickleball court, basketball court?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just for the resident who
Yeah.
lives right beside?
Yeah. We'll set that, yeah, once we get that thing up and running and get it together and all that, so. Another thing we looked at and we brought up before we started talking about trees on the end of our roads. We did look at, we did do 6th Street, 10th Street last year. It was quite expensive. I said, hey, we probably need to go to about 1 street every year, just to keep the expenses down and watch our budgets and everything else. So I had them look at 4th Street, which I've had several people there ask about. And on 4th Street, we've got 2 bids. We've got one from Davis Tree Company, which is the company that did all Route 60 out front here, year before last. And that bid is actually, there's 3 larger trees and 3 pine trees in that area, and then just some brush and chipping and all that. They're saying $12,500 to work that area there at the end of Fourth Street. We've got another bid from Davy Tree Company, which you'll see their trucks around here. And, they're actually stating to cut all those trees and everything, that their bid price is $18,000. I think we had pretty good results with Davis before.
Is that Aaron?
No,
Okay.
it is not there. And,
Where are these trees located?
on the end of Fourth Street,
On the end, okay.
yeah, by the river. And we own several streets that go all the way to the river, one of them is Fourth. The others we own all the way to the river. 8th Street's pretty bad, but, yeah, I just said, hey, we probably better wait and get this one done, then we'll look at that a little bit later. We had that problem there with the storm drain on 8th Street, we got it fixed and everything else. There in 13th Street, we got both those areas fixed, so. So if there's no objection with that, we'll entertain a motion to, go ahead and give the, contract to Davis Tree Service for $12,500.
So move.
So moved by Jacob.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, like sign? So ordered. Alrighty, the last thing is, I told you all before, I met with West Virginia Water Company. They are gonna install new lines on 9th Street, 10th Street, part of East Riverview Drive up on this end. And they actually sent me another email the other day, because I told them 5th Street and 6th Street has been very bad. And, so they're coming back in on Friday and gonna walk with me again on Friday, and we're gonna look at those, and, Central Avenue from like around, I think, Mrs. Siner's house all the way towards 6th Street. So, so we'll be out and about here on Friday and, with them, so. So that's just information for you only right now, so, we'll go from there.
What streets was it?
It's gonna be, East Central,
And
from like,
what they are gonna replace?
and then 5th and 6th Street. All this would be replaced.
Right, what was the first one?
9th and 10th.
Ninth.
9th and 10th, yeah.
And East Riverview.
And East Riverview up on
This
this end of
end.
Belle. And then on the other end, they'll look at 5th Street, 6th Street, and East Central up on that end. All right. So, we'll see where that goes, and I'll send everybody a note, let you know where that's heading, but I told them, I said, hey, they've been on 6th Street a number of times, so.
Yeah.
Every time seemed like school started, we've had to cancel school a couple of times, send kids home and everything else. So it's not good, so. Alrighty, items from council. Nicole?
Nothing.
Nothing? Melanie?
Just wanna remind everybody about the Friday night band. It's gonna be the 26th, it's gonna be Darren Cooper and Mountain Gold. Need to come out and kinda support these guys. We're getting the bands, the people are actually continuing to hold their own as far as paying $5 to get in. But you can't go anywhere else for 3 or 4 hours of free fun, other than the $5, so. And also, we've started the street shower up. The next one is gonna be the 18th of this month, and then the 23rd of this month. We've been having anywhere from 25 to 40 plus kids. So right now, it's still doing really well, and the water company hasn't jumped us yet, so we're good. And we have been, we are getting ready to start working on the fair. We have 42 vendors so far that wants to participate this year. We're working on ordering some trophies for the car show and, getting the bouncy houses for the kids. So we're gonna try a couple new things this year, see how it works out. So if we have anybody that wants to help participate or volunteer, we would be glad to have you. just let me know what size t-shirt you wear. And that's it for me.
All right, thank you. Jacob?
Nothing from me.
Nothing? Mark?
No, the only thing is nothing with the mural. I've sent out emails, the last one, I didn't get a response, so as far as getting the mural done, but not much on that, not much headway on that. Well, we did get a square footage price, but just not when it's gonna start. So you don't have anything?
No.
Anything, did you?
No,
Okay.
no, he never
Never
responded.
responded, okay.
No.
Dave, what about the people down at the school?
Never did hear back from them again. And, you know, when I talked to that lady before, she was talking about these people that were doing the, vinyl and attachment to it and everything else, which is kind of what they had found out. So I don't know, they're probably hooked up with them some way, I would think. And, just hearing that they're doing the same thing that, you know, they were doing down there through the school.
Yeah.
And that was through some art groups that are downtown in Charleston, over in the warehouse area behind the, ballpark and everything. So, we'll see what we can do as we move forward. But, all right, John, anything?
I was just gonna state that, y'all know that the town employees have PEA, and PEA continues to raise their prices. I am working on trying to get some quotes or bids out there from, some other insurance companies. Problem is, on the group rate, we're not a very big group.
Yeah, usually like 50 and above, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 25 and above.
50 from what I'm seeing. I have talked to a couple of the small towns around us who all either, one, don't offer insurance to their employees at all, or they're actually on PEA as well. If you know of anybody or any company, I'll definitely reach out to them, but, I'm not having a whole lot of luck with pricing just because the group is so small, so.
Have our employees had raises? Did they get the cost of living this year?
We did,
Okay.
we approved that.
Yeah, I remember, I needed refreshed.
Yeah, we approved that in February, and everything became effective July 1st. We, took care of the, part-timers, Linda, those, raised them and, brought them up. Elaine and people like that, and all the full-time people got raised. I'll mention that too with, talking about employees, we've had, Kelly that works on the sanitary board side. Kelly has decided to go back into kind of the social work that she was into before with, Kanawha County Schools or through the, school program. And, is going to be leaving us this Friday. So we are looking for a clerk, needing somebody kind of bad. And, so, but, Lynn's just kind of snowed under. She has not had all her, started a new vacation really, but, you know, hadn't had all the old vacation that she had accrued and everything else, so. I think, Mrs. Fletcher said she would be coming up to answer the phones, so. And I think, several people's asked about working the office and things like that, helping her fold statements, things like that, so over the next 3-4 weeks, while we're trying to find somebody, we had one application that, I did speak to the individual a little while ago, and she's pretty much set on the salary that she put on her application, quite a bit higher than what we're willing to pay, so. I think she would have been a good employee, but, she just wants too much money, and she even told me that, she was thinking she'd work 3-4 more years and probably about it, so. So I don't know that she would be a long-term employee, so. So I don't know, so we are looking for somebody working the office, so if y'all know anybody, let us know. All righty, approval for visitors to address council?
Real quick, Dave, I think we skipped 11.
Oh, I'm sorry, town attorney? Ray, anything?
Not right now.
Okay, all righty. And, excuse me, I'm sorry, I passed you. Approval for visitors to address council. Somebody put that in form of a motion?
So moved.
So moved by John, we have second?
Second.
Second by Mark. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign, so ordered. All righty. Anybody around the room have anything?
I have a couple of questions.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just have a couple of questions. On, 134 East DuPont, the blue nasty looking little house, or whatever that is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not on the list to be demolished, and I know why, because he got a permit, but his permit expired, and so can we put him back on the list?
I think so.
Okay.
I actually attended the RDA meeting last month and asked the county commissioner if that can be done. And he said probably so, but at least not right now.
Okay.
We've got the houses that we've torn down here in Belle. We just tore the two down over on Midland Avenue, they're down. And there's 3 more over there that I'd like to see come down. And there's probably 4 or 5 more in Belle, in the proper area here that I'd like to put on that list. And, so I know right now, I'll say total 6 or 7, that need to be put on there. The little brown building right down there too.
Right.
That brown building was on there, the guy got a permit, said he was gonna fix it up. There was a guy that actually looked at that, to actually buy that building. The guy said, there's no way I'd buy that building, it's too much work. And that's what Glenn and I said before, we'd gone in that building about 2.5, 3 years ago. And it's in bad shape, that's why I put it on there. But, county at the time, when they talked to the owner said, well, we'll try to fix it up. So he came up here, ran up here and got a permit, and he had done things to it since, so. So, we're still working on something,
Okay.
so we're trying, so. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I was on the same subject she is.
Okay.
I appreciate the houses being torn down.
Yeah,
They look a lot
Yeah.
better, and I was just wondering about the other ones.
thank you very much, and we're trying to, do the others. And, there's the old, Lions property over there that was my mistake. I don't even know what I was looking at when I went down through there. I didn't put that one on there, period. And you know, and that one should have been down with this group.
Yeah.
And, but there's 2 more over there that, at least, that are in bad shape, and possibly even the 3rd, 4th one from the end. It's got trees growing up around the porch and everything else.
Right.
The people that owned the house next door that they finally sold, moved over here in Belle.
Oh, that
And
one.
over on Reynolds.
Okay.
And, they said the people next door wouldn't do anything. They had called them themselves. They live up around Ripley and, wouldn't do anything to the house. The one that caught on fire on East Reynolds, that was one that, we've got a bill on, that, you know, doesn't pay the municipal service fee. And so we've tried to, even get that one torn down, so.
We appreciate it.
Well, we've tried, but I'm
The
telling
time
you,
frame would be before we get the other ones tore down.
well, I don't know, it took us almost 1.5 years or so to get these torn down. And there's another RDA meeting on Thursday that I'm attending, and I'll ask the commissioner again to see what he says. And,
About the Campbell's house, that's going to be on the
Campbell's
list.
house will be on that list, and, there's no doubt, you know. And John himself went over and cut some of those trees,
Yeah, I know he did.
and, he called me one day and I said, hey, it's right beside your
Then
house.
they go just left.
I'd tell you to cut it if you want to, so he did, he went over and cut some, but, you know, the thing is, the whole thing needs to come down. you know.
And the
There's no doubt.
drainage system from the hollow that flooded this year is,
Well, and since that culvert's been taken out of there, there hasn't been any water at all down through there.
well, you know, I've lived here 80 years and it's never been that way.
Yeah, well,
Never.
when they put the culvert in, the culvert was not put in properly. they were told that that culvert has to come out, they did pull the culvert out, we haven't had a problem since pulled the culvert out. And they wanted to build that bridge, and I pretty much went over and told them they can't build that bridge the way they were building it, because they were building it about 8 inches higher than Hastings Drive, which would have meant that they're gonna build a ramp down onto Hastings Drive. And I said, the first year we go up there with the snow plow, it's gonna hit that hump and take it all out. And I said, then you're going to build you another ramp, you know. And I said, it actually needs to be lowered and put in there so that it's a flat surface across through there. But they have not obtained some permits. I don't know how much money or anything those people have left. They had a pretty good bit of money, I'm told, to begin with, and I think they've spent much of it, so.
Yep.
So I don't know, we're just been waiting to see.
Well, I
what
asked
they-
her when she was gonna get it tore down. She told me when the nosy neighbors shut up.
Oh, really? Okay. You asked who that?
Rosa,
Oh,
that lives in the double wide.
yeah, listen to me. Yeah, but I don't know. And the one neighbor moved, so the one neighbor is gone. That they were having some problems with, so.
Right.
And, you know, they've got that house sitting there, nobody's in it, and they're just paying the fees on it, so. But
What
they've got,
about
they've got enough
Tony
money to pay.
Frank's, Tony Frank's swimming pool and all that junk and stuff around here?
Well,
There's nothing that can be
that's
done about
another
that.
one that Ray and I have talked about a few times, and that's probably something that we'll probably try to do something else on them. But every time we've tried to do something before, he'll straighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't stay that way. And, so we'll see. He's never settled out of those estates or anything yet. So we talked about that. Ray used to run that area, so I think it'd be pretty easy for him to take care of it,
Okay.
so. Right, right? So anyway, well, that's that. Anybody else?
Yes, sir. My name's Bobby Given. I'm here on behalf of Energy Efficient West Virginia. I'm the outreach coordinator and energy assessment technician. We have started what we call the Canal River Cohort, and we have a few municipalities on board already, but we would like to have y'all to look at some literature that we have and maybe come on board this cohort. It'll be totally grant funded through the Office of Energy, and we can do some energy assessments on your municipal buildings and maybe save you some money.
What's everybody think? Maybe you can get us some literature and everything, let us look over it.
Yeah, I have some here if you'd like to have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have you talked to all the, towns around here?
Our goal this year is to get as many municipalities on board as we can, from Nitro to Golly Bridge. And, we already have, Nitro, Chesapeake, and Montgomery on board. We're having another meeting tentatively, August the 1st. It'll be a virtual meeting. You can call us and, we'll send you a link when it gets a little closer. That date may change, but it's possible it'll be August 1st.
Is that gonna be just a little bit more information to be shared?
It is, we have some partners that are on board with us too. Clearly Energy is, and, but like I said, it'll be totally grant funded through Department of Energy. And, it could be a good opportunity for your town.
Okay. Are you doing,
I can come through and do some benchmarking on the buildings that cost you the most, as far as electricity or gas goes. That's basically what we're doing right now, and I'm going through and doing these assessments. I'll get square footage, 12 months of power bills to start with, and go back through and see where we can do some upgrades that will ultimately save you maybe more than just a little bit, you know. but that's where we would start.
You doing any solar?
Well, in the future, possibly, this is the baby step before we would implement anything like that. We'd go through and maybe do, insulation upgrades or lighting, heating. Like I say, it would be funded for you, so, you know, it's definitely a good opportunity.
Okay. As we've done some LEDs, took out all the old fluorescents and everything else.
Yeah,
We did that in the gym and everything else, so we've done some
yeah.
of those things.
I can probably do a walkthrough and look at a few things and tell you pretty quickly where you can save some money just by upgrading a few things, and those upgrades would be covered under this, so.
Yeah, and one thing that we talked about today, even in the sanitary board, is sanitary electrical is pretty high, you know, with
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
a sanitary plant. and all
Now,
that.
I don't know, I'm not 100% sure if like, a total heating upgrade would be covered. I don't think that would, but there are some things that would definitely be covered. And then, the services that Energy Efficient West Virginia provide, 100% would be covered. So, it wouldn't
I
hurt you.
know we've done some of the heating and air conditioning units,
Right.
have done the higher sears and all that.
Right.
And they always say is what you need to be doing. So.
Right, I could identify probably, if you needed to do some air sealing, things like that, that would be really, really easy and quickly done, that could, definitely save you
Okay.
a lot.
All right. Won't you, reach out here in the office and, just leave your name and number and all
I'll
that
bet some
for
hard
me.
work too.
I'm off on Fridays myself,
Okay.
and, I like to, you know, do a lot of things here on Friday,
Okay,
but,
Yep.
booked here the next 2 Fridays, but,
okay. I'll be in the area quite a bit,
okay,
so
all right,
we'll get something that'll work for us.
okay,
Can I
yeah,
get one of your cards?
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
I'm out right now, but these are my boss's cards. I wrote my information on the back of the couple of them.
It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, appreciate it. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just found out that we still have the curfew, I didn't think we did, because we don't have the siren anymore.
Yeah.
And I've got half of these parents with young kids don't even realize we have a curfew, so a lot of them are out past 10, you
Well, I know,
know.
Hot, when he's working, you know, he'll tell son, hey, it's 10 o'clock, you gotta go in,
Yeah.
so I know he's done that.
Is there a reason we don't have the whistle?
Yeah, whistle's gone.
Yeah.
And all the new
The county actually.
county whistles and everything, we don't have that old
So
whistle.
county,
Yeah.
just there, nice
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, my other thing is, I know you all talked several months ago, even maybe last year, have the new decorative lamp posts been ordered, or are?
No, they're actually, they actually sent me an email today. We've got a meeting on September the 15th, and right after that, they're gonna come up and finish the sidewalk project and look at the rest of that and try to get that moving forward. The only thing we've got right now, we've got the, $4,000 that with the grant we got through the, Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation.
Right.
We've got that sitting there, which is supposed to be able to fund this, project to get it going. It's not ordering the lights or anything like that yet. And, you know, that's probably,
That's gonna be.
that may even be a couple of years away.
Yeah.
But it's moving, you know, that's all I can say.
Okay.
Nothing moves too fast in government.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Except the IRS.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably have to run 2 more times to probably finish that up.
Yeah.
And,
probably.
so we'll have to be here another 8 years. And,
Okay.
so,
Has somebody was talking about doing like a lot of these other cities are doing that hometown hero that they're hanging on
Come
the
on,
telephone poles
the
and stuff?
veteran, even.
Yeah.
flags and everything, we,
Well, it's not flag, but
Mention
Like little
Pictures.
banners.
banners.
Yeah, they call them flags.
We've looked
Oh,
at the
did they?
banners, the flags, I mean, Melanie's brought that up a couple times, looked at it, but, it's thousands of dollars.
I was wondering if it was money-wise,
Yeah.
if it was feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, when we go out and just ask for money for the town fair,
oh, I
you
know.
know, it's tough.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've been lucky enough right now, we got almost $10,000 right now. So,
And it'd be more, a lot more than that for the,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
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 I went to county commission last Thursday night, they sent us a check yesterday. So, we've got another 3,500 coming from Arkland Chemical. So, plan on hitting a couple more chemical plants there and see what they'll do. So,
I'm just, when I didn't know how expensive it was, but I figured it was pretty
Yeah.
expensive.
Actually, Melanie's had some of the books and, you know, we've looked at them, what, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, a lot, actually, they charge you for everything, I mean, they charge you for the brackets,
Yeah.
and then they charge you for the pieces of hardware that
Mhm.
bolts to it.
Of course.
And, I mean, I think like one sign was gonna be like $1,500, just one,
Oh, wow.
if you break it down that way. So,
That is expensive.
I even talked to Adam at one time to see if maybe we could, you know, if we got one, if he could actually maybe fabricate,
Yeah.
you know, make something look nice. And, he said he wasn't sure, so we kinda put him on the back burner.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, cause you see them, you know, of course, most of the cities are a little bigger than ours too, you know. We
Well,
are
and a lot of
small.
them, just like Nitro and St. Albans, the ones they've got across that, if you notice, there's different businesses on those flags from time to time, and they're the ones that actually bought each individual one. I talked to some of the county people
I
down
don't
there.
look at them that close.
Yeah, they actually had a sign or a banner made for the businesses that actually, and so every so often they'll change them out.
Uh-huh.
You know, they'll have ball games up there and stuff, but they'll change them out and put them up there, so. And we just don't have a lot of businesses in
No,
town
no.
to sponsor.
Have you thought about reaching out to the VFW or the veterans organizations, or that would probably maybe fund some of that?
No, I haven't, but that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Do we still have a VFW around here?
You got one, but I wouldn't try this one over here. Marmot has a really good one. I think there's Shillian has a good one too.
That's
Okay.
Bill Recco and Rick Gray.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you call them, they're, I think, officers.
okay. That's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Getting
Alright.
back to the curfew, could you put a little note on the little flyer that we get? Remember curfew nightly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause like I said, I didn't realize we still had the curfew, because we had
Still-
the whistle blow. for a
Still
long
the
time.
ordinance.
Yeah, I think the last council,
We talked about
it was brought, I know Dave Armstrong came and let, the residents know that, I think there was like 3 towns in the county that were still using the whistle for, curfew, and that something about how it was messing up with the emergency signal or something, so they had to do away with it with all towns.
The only one still running one right now, one of the old sirens is Chesapeake.
Is that who?
That's the siren you'll hear that used to be like that.
Sounds one at 6 o'clock in the evening. I can hear it. I never.
Chesapeake blows theirs on Thursday nights.
No, this is every night.
No, almost every night.
I got no idea.
But you can count on it at 6 o'clock in the evening.
I get no attention to that one.
Who that is? Chesapeake blows that one, the old one they've got, it blew today, actually. And,
Well, it's up this way somewhere, because you can hear it coming down
yeah,
River.
The only reason I ask is you have, like I said, you get these small kids out here, you know, playing after 10 o'clock, like their parents don't make them come in, you know,
Yeah.
and that's the reason I didn't think we
Well,
should have the curfew.
you got a whole lot different people today than what we had 25
When we
years
were
ago.
growing up, yeah,
Yeah.
very true. Yeah.
But, I mean, the police officers go out and talk to
Oh,
different people about different, violations of ordinances, and you got some that just wanna fuss and complain with you and everything else.
Oh, yeah,
And, you know, and, you know, they come and talk to you and tell you, or Glenn comes and talks to you and, you know, tells you what's going on, but you got some just thinks
Goes
that,
in one ear and out the other.
that they, yeah, that they, it don't, pertain to them.
It's, the kids rule the roost now.
Yep. Yep. So,
That's the whole fun.
so that's it. Alrighty, from there, we're gonna go into an executive session, so we'll need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, got a motion by Melanie, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Nicole. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any objections? So, alright, we're gonna ask everyone then to leave. Okay, it's 8:36, we're coming out of executive session, and we're, go ahead and, just mention that, we were in executive session for a few, issues that had to be dealt with there. And at this time, we'll have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Melanie. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. So ordered. Thank you.